What I learned at Wesleyan in those 4 years, 59 to 63, really shaped my life.
It really is just a quiet sense of pride and camaraderie that I feel every second. And that's really special.
I knew instantly this is where I wanted to come. The size, the congeniality, the lack of pretentiousness, all of this was immediately appealing to me.
Wesleyan was the perfect place for me to be at that time in my life. And every time I come back, I feel like I'm coming home.
It's almost like a family. It's still that friendly place where everybody sort of says hi to each other as you're walking between classes.
The facilities, what technology allows us to do here, the environment, it just continues to improve.
But the core of the university is basically, I think, the same. We get smart, bright kids. They know that the programs are strong. They expect to be pushed, and they have professors who are able to do that.
Academics are amazing. The student-professor relationships are something worth coming for, if nothing else. And the relationships that you forge with other Wesleyan students are excellent beyond all belief.
And we're now on our way to having triple.
You walk into a classroom here and you feel their excitement and their love of what they're studying and what they're learning. The thrill of education and sharing knowledge is just palpable here. It's wonderful.
We have sensational students. I have 3 students right now who are at Oxford University. I would like to think that we had something to do with preparing them both to get in and to succeed while there.
What Illinois Wesleyan sort of forces you to do, and thank God that they do, is to look at the world much more broadly than that single line that you think you're on. Because it turns out none of us are on that single line. Life gives you all sorts of surprises. It sends you in directions you never could imagine.
Maslow's peak experience, does that seem convincing to you?
When I first got here, I wasn't really sure if I really even still wanted to come to college. And then I got here and I got more into it and I got involved in the religion department. I was able to develop a relationship with my peers. Got to know the professors, who are just wonderful. I'm really glad I'm here. I really love it here.
We all have dreams of what we want to do when we grow up. Interestingly, I was telling people I want to be a neurosurgeon. And when I went back to a reunion, someone was laughing and asked, well, do you still want to be a neurosurgeon? I said, well, actually, I am.
I am studying chemistry. Most people smile at me when I tell them that because they think that sounds absolutely terrible. But I enjoy it a lot.
This is called Impulse over here.
Within the next year, after I'm finished with organic chemistry, I can research either over the summer or during the school year next year.
Our students want to make a difference, and I think that that's what's so appealing to this institution, that they sense that they can.
The Global Medical Brigades is a brand new club. We are going to be going down to Honduras and we're going to be giving medical care to a few hundred people each day. I was thinking about specializing in oncology and possibly pediatric oncology.
I was very frightened. I'm an immigrant, I'm Cuban, I'm Hispanic. I felt that I was living in a community that was very different from my home community, and I didn't know exactly how to behave, and I wanted so desperately to do well. Dr. Young was a professor who treated me not only as a student, but also as someone who he took under his care.
We're challenged to think beyond the class, and they kind of challenge us to go beyond the comfort zone. Different professors have different ways of doing that, but they end up doing the same thing, to challenge us.
Direct the class discussion in that direction.
Self-interest could be in line with justice and honesty. Is it possible?
Okay, then you have to continue asking, because you didn't.
Without the scholarship, I wouldn't have been able to come here. And then when I got here, I had some financial problems, but if not for the fact that the school worked with me, thanks to President Wilson. So I'm very grateful for that. because without the money, I can't come here.
So, if you're interested in this, I certainly would like you to sign up.
Wesleyan taught me that I needed to be able to trust that who I was going to be good enough to succeed if I only put in the work.
Well, I started playing soccer when I was 3 or 4, so I've been playing for about 17, 18 years. I've always wanted to be a lawyer. I like to argue with people, and I think I'd be good at it. My spring semester of my junior year, I studied abroad in Dublin, and I did a parliamentary internship.
We see students come back from studying somewhere else in the country or studying abroad and realize what a great experiential learning opportunity that was.
I'm going to Egypt in December, so I'm like trying to... On December 30th, I leave until the end of March, and I'm going to actually get to experience what field archaeology is like. It's incredible. I'm thrilled. I'm so excited.
I wanted to be a Major League Baseball player. That was the dream. Once I decided or was told or learned that was beyond my physical capability, I wanted to be a professional sports writer. The dream of excellence, I think, is what a university is built for, and certainly Illinois Wesleyan showed me the power of that dream from the day I walked on campus.
Always entertaining. Nancy Sultan, Monday morning, first day of classes, she came in with a big smile on her face and said, "We're going to learn about antiquity today." I saw in her a lot of the things that I saw undeveloped in myself. I love her.
Everything I did here, from working at the Argus, the school newspaper, to working at the Pantograph, to going to class, to Holmes Hall, to playing baseball, all of that is who I am today.
I thought I wanted to be a dean of women, and don't ask me where I got that. So that was my very early dream, 6th grade. What do you want to be when you grow up? A dean of women. No one else said it, and everyone else looked at me like I was a crazy girl. By the time I got to Wesleyan, I thought I wanted to be a lawyer or a doctor. So I was biology and sort of dabbled in political science. So I was kind of undecided about my dreams, but I knew I wanted to do something magnificent.
Hey guys! Even though this is a small school, they really try and help you set up with some amazing opportunities. I presented at the Midwest Political Science Conference in Chicago. I actually went to Greece for a week to present at an international political science conference.
I am rather like a dean of students now. And I have a faculty appointment at a college and a major university where I've worked in student affairs for 26 years. So maybe that 6th grade dream came true.
I saw Hamlet when I was a freshman. I was blown away by it. I'd never seen anything like it. I didn't know these things existed. So, and I almost pointed my finger during the play and said, I want to do that. It was a real, it's a moment I'll never forget. Dr. Ficca, at the end of the year, he called me into his office and he said, you don't participate. Who are you? You don't audition. You haven't signed up for one audition. Why haven't you? And I said, because I don't know how. And I thought you were supposed to teach me. And he actually laughed.
I said, stay for summer theater. And by the end of summer theater, because it's 6 weeks and we do 5 shows, and you're going to go crazy, and if at the end of that you think you can take it, stay.
And that's how it kind of began for me. And not kind of, that's how it began.
It's been so great. You're missing so many things.
It always comes back to people. It comes back to a faculty member or a staff or a classmate who made a difference at a particular point in time.
I think if I'd been thrown into the big bad world immediately, I would have curled up in a little ball in the corner. I needed this nurturing.
I'm at that point in my life where I'm looking forward, but also appreciating what was behind me. And all of the opportunity I have going forward is in large part possible because of the foundation of what's behind me. And Illinois Wesleyan really is a fundamental part of that foundation.
And it has been amazing for a very long time. And its traditions are something that every person here appreciate and love as a part of themselves.
I have an old saying, you know, there's no they, there's only us. And if we want to make things better in this world, we have to get involved because they are never going to do it. So it's up to us.